Hello, I know it's not Sunday. What is going on? It's early for the post, but I thought I'd just take a moment to bring you up to speed with what's happening about opening church, because as you are aware, churches are allowed from this weekend to be open, but obviously, like most churches, we are not actually going to be open this weekend. There's a couple of reasons for that. The first is that it appears a couple of weeks' notice is not really enough for us to dot all the I's and cross all the T's that the government say we need to in order to actually open. Now, our risk assessment, which took more than a little bit of work, is currently with Elim, and like most Elim churches, we are still waiting for the go-ahead to actually open up and have services, have gatherings in church. So everything at the moment is in a sort of holding pattern. When we do come back, it's going to be very different to our normal experience of church, because we will be doing the whole sort of hand sanitizer at the doors. We will be physically distanced about where we can sit and where we can stand, and we will be looking to observe the sort of 2-meter rule. I know that has changed as well, but the recommendation for indoors and the recommendation that has been made by Elim is that we should aim for 2 meters distance. So we'll be aiming to do that, and between sort of household groups and individuals, etc. And of course, no hugs or anything, or shaking hands or anything like that when we get together. It's also the case that there will be no communion. We had a look at that, and in realistic terms, we can't see how we could manage communion safely, securely at this time. It also means there'll be no singing, so we will be using music from videos, but we've done that before, so that's no big difference or no great big sort of surprise for us. It also says in the recommendations there is to be no loud talking, which in our church we call preaching. So I'm really not quite sure what we're going to do about that one. But the truth is, it is all going to look and feel very different. And I just wanted to reassure you, we are moving the process along. We have ordered we've actually taken delivery of the posters, and we've got the hand sanitizer and the sticky round bits for on the floor to mark out 2 meters, so you've got a rough idea of how far apart we have to be, etc., etc. We've got cleaning planned and all that sort of stuff. So we are moving this forward. But as Elim have been saying right the way through the last couple of weeks, since it started to be suggested that we could open our church, we are not going to rush at it, because we want to make things as safe as possible. And in that vein, I am required to remind you that the government advice for those who are over 70 and who have medical needs is still to go out as little as possible, and when you do go out, avoid contact as much as possible. Now, it needs to be pointed out that this is an advice, and that you are entitled to make the choice about what you want to do. And while we don't want to discourage anyone from attending church, but at the same time, we want to be crystal clear that we don't want anyone to feel any pressure that they have to attend. So we'll let you know when church is open. We'll let you know what it is we're going to be doing, and then you'll be able to make a choice as to whether you feel you want to attend at this time, or whether you feel it's safer and better for you to simply continue each week to enjoy the posts online. That's it for now, but tomorrow, of course, we will have our post, and tomorrow I think we might take a look at the idea of creating space for God to bless by doing something very simple.